Good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. This is John Paul Ryan. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan. Today I'm going to talk about the statement Mark Hamill made about how the Force killed Luke. So let me just read this little piece of information I got off the web and then I'll say a few thoughts. The Force killed Luke, Hamill tweeted Monday. You have to acknowledge the irony in his fate. Almost like an addict that kicked his habit cold turkey, remained clean for decades only to reuse just once and then tragically overdoses. The Star Wars The Last Jedi 6-issue comic book adaptation written by Gary Whitta shows Luke Skywalker dying after using up his energy via the Force for a final one-on-one with Kylo Ren by projecting himself on Crate. Whitta's comic describes Skywalker's life ending as it began, staring at the two suns like he did so long ago in A New Hope when he was a young man still dreaming of adventure while stuck on his aunt and uncle's farm. Okay, so now I want to say the one thing I was actually happy about concerning Luke's death in Episode 8, and I'm not happy he died in Episode 8, but since it had to happen, I'm glad that nobody actually killed him. Alright, I was worried, would they have Kylo kill him? Would Snoke end up killing him? And then Rey kills Snoke? Would Rey actually turn evil and kill Luke? I just didn't want to see Luke go out in the hand of some character I didn't like, or some new character, or that would have been horrible. I mean, it was kind of bad enough for me that Han died by Kylo's hand, which that could have been worse too, but to see Luke get beat by just some new Disney creation that's so mediocre would just be more painful than what we got. So I was at least kind of relieved that, he wasn't beaten by some other character. Having said that, as far as the Force actually killing him, I mean, I guess if something's gonna get Luke Skywalker in the end, it might as well be the Force. I mean, it's not gonna get any more powerful or epic than that, so to speak. And the other thing on this is, it doesn't really interfere with Luke coming back to life because we found out that he's dead. So I see a lot of videos and people saying, well, this confirms that he's gone now, he's definitely not coming back to life. And I don't think he is. I don't think Disney and Lucasfilms is going to do anything to actually please the original trilogy fans, and I think they want Luke dead. But what I'm saying is this isn't the thing that necessarily confirms that. The only thing that confirms Luke being dead is people going to the theater, seeing Episode 9, writing reviews, and making videos about it, and I see and hear that, assuming they're true, and, come on, the videos are gonna be true if they're reporting fact, and then we'll know Luke Skywalker's dead. Until then, they could be playing games. Like with Game of Thrones, I think they sometimes throw out false information, and they play games with you. They want you to think certain things because they want you to be surprised when you see the actual product. And I don't know this for a fact, maybe some of you guys out there who know more about the Disney novels and all the comic books and things like that can tell me, but it kind of makes me wonder if the two sons from Ahch-To look exactly like they do from Tatooine, or almost identical from what we can tell, where is Ahch-To? Is that kind of near Tatooine? And if it was, it must be, I mean, I don't know, I'm just saying, if it was close to Tatooine, that would make sense, because how many points in the galaxy do two suns kind of sunset just like that, and that should have made it a little easier for people to find Luke and guess where he was, especially for Leia, or Han, or Lando, or people who know him pretty well. And, we also have people praising how Luke died, and how his beginning was kind of like his end, and things like this, like in this little article here, and you know what, guys, people would praise it as long as it wasn't, like, flat out ridiculous. I mean, if Snoke killed him, they would have made up something that was great about that. If Rey killed him, the shills and the people who like the Disney trilogy would, say how that was so great and how he ironically ended in the hands of a young adventurer like he was once and blah blah blah. So, I'm not going to praise how he died. He died, it was, I mean, there was some epic elements to it, and like I said, I'm glad that he didn't die at the hand of some silly character, but it's nothing to praise. It was just a very average ending. It could have been a lot better. So, you guys let me know what you think in the comments, and just to be clear about Episode 9 for anyone who happens to be passing by and listening to this video, my personal standpoint is, since Mark Hamill is in the movie, and Mark Hamill and Luke Skywalker are my favorite character and one of my favorite actors of all time. I'm gonna wait until full spoiler reviews come out and full YouTube videos come out reviewing the movie, and then I'll make my decision. And if it happens to be good, if we hear from some really trusted sources, for example, world-class bullshitters or geeks and gamers who are being pretty honest about things, and even, a couple of my friends here who make YouTube videos, then I'll make my decision. So until then, it's pretty much, a 95% I'm not seeing it in the theater, but if a miracle happens and it's good, I'm not going to keep arguing about that. I'm not here to say, I don't like Star Wars, it's going to be bad forever. It's pretty much, I'm a baseball fan, so it's pretty much 3 strikes and you're out. They got 2 very big strikes, but they're up at bat one last time, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, if you want to subscribe here, community is growing little by little. It's pretty active. Love to have your support, hear your thoughts, and I will see you next time.